Hi, it's Dr. Games, and I wanted to do a video for you today on text-to-speech. It wasn't that many years ago when most people would only see text-to-speech on TV and things like Star Trek or Star Wars or something, and most demonstrations in the real world of text-to-speech were not well received by most folks. That's recently changed because there's a lot of devices that will talk to you now. And you can talk to them. So you've got Google products and Amazon products, etc. So I wanted to go over briefly a couple products are out there that people can use. Some of these are free and some are not. So the first one I want to talk to you about is the SAPI-non-Visual Basic Translator. For each of these, I've put in what the best fidelity on it is, as well as what I think of as dictation quality. So this one's absolutely free. You can download this. Just be careful where you download things from, right? And it looks like this. You can open a file. It will take text files, right? Text files are XML. And that is that. So you'd open the file, you put it in there. You could have it talk to you if you want to. And then you would save it to a WAV file. The only things you can really adjust with this are the format it comes out with. You could go up to 16 bits, 356 kilobytes, which is pretty good. Doesn't really have all that much adjustment that you can do, though. So there's two separate things I want to talk about with rate. When you actually click this Save to WAV, it will go through the file at 34, 35 times the normal speed, so pretty quick. In other words, if it was a document that would take you an hour to read, let's say it's a 60-page script, it would really actually finish in less than 2 minutes. So very, very quick, pretty good quality, but it's just a computerized voice with not a lot to it. Now there's Music Maker. Music Maker is by the Magix firm. And in this particular case, you go to any one of your tracks, you can right-click on it, and you could click on text-to-speech. And what this does is it would let you load the text, and let's talk about the different things. Obviously, it lets you do text files and rich text format files, which most word processors will output. It's not going to vary it based on who's saying it or anything else. In this particular case, it would let you pick a voice. The only one that actually works in Windows 7, which I have, is Microsoft Anna. These others I tried to load, but they don't do a whole lot. And it lets you record in a variety of either mono or stereo. It's going to be the same thing out of both sides of the speaker, though. And then this is the speed that it will play back at, not the speed that it creates it. So then you click on Create an Object in Arranger, and it would appear as the WAV file in the track. So when you do that, this actually goes at about 16:1. And for whatever reason, the way it interprets words, etc., is a little more sophisticated than the SAPI non-Visual Basic version. What I would tell you about Music Maker, of course, is it's not free, although this is Magix Music Maker 2013 that you can probably pick up for about $20 or so if you go to a resale place at this point. So not very expensive, really. It doesn't have quite the depth that this does, and it moves a little slower, but I think the quality is a smidge better. Also, it's right in an editing tool. As soon as you're done in this particular case, you're in your workflow, you'd have to produce it and then put it into something else. So that's Magix, and I am a fan of Magix products. So now let's go to ScriptVOX. ScriptVOX is actually made to do this kind of thing. It's designed to read stories, very simple to use. You just highlight the particular paragraph you want to change or section you want to change, and then you right-click on it and you can go assign actor. And if you do new actor, you can change all kinds of things. It also gives you the same option to do it down below. So whenever, in this particular case, it quotes a Bible verse, it does it as a set of settings, and normal narration, which is everything else, it does it this way.
The Lord who has given us power to teach and to hear, let him also give us the power to serve and to do. Luke 2. Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill to men. Isaiah 40.
The word of our God shall stand forever. Theodore.
Okay, so you saw that it was in different colors. So this went to the Bible voice, and notice that the blue colored box, and this is red colored box, and so it went to the narrated voice here. So you can actually change the speed between them, you can change the volume, you can change the pitch and the timbre of them. So you have actually quite a bit of control to add variation to it. The downside, of course, is you have to go through and actually prepare this to do. This one also has the advantage that you can add pictures to it, and you could have maps and things come up, see the graphics and the voiceover. So pretty impressive package. I think this retails for around $35-ish or so, but pretty cool. Create the multimedia file. It goes pretty fast. This also goes pretty fast. So 7.5 to 1. I think the quality is slightly better than Music Maker, or certainly the SAPI, which is really the bare bones, because you can have multiple voices and you can designate that, and it gives some variety to it. Then the next one in line I want to talk about is Dragon. So Dragon, as you know, I use it a lot for, I use Dragon a significant amount for doing things like subtitles and that type of thing. The way this works is you open up some kind of a document. It has text in it, and you can see this is what was the translation, raw translation without correction or division or anything else. And you go up to audio and you click read that.
Hi.
And it will read it. And depending on how you have it set up, it will either read a lot or a little. So let's actually select the whole thing and go to read that.
Hi, it's Drive Games and welcome to another Gamer Skills video. Today I'm gonna talk about how you modify Blu-rays, and that is a very complex topic.
And you can change things if you go into options and you go the place text to speech. You can change the pitch, and you also have a choice of American Samantha, British English Serena, or Sam, and then you can change the pitch and things accordingly. So let's do that again, and I'll just demonstrate British English Serena, and I'll have her read a little faster, and I'll have her pitch right in the middle. So we'll go ahead and apply that. And let's select the whole thing again, and let's go ahead and read that.
Hi, it's DR Games and welcome to another Gamer's Skills video. Today I'm gonna talk about how you modify Blu-rays, and that is a very complex topic, truth.
So you can go through and have it learn vocabulary. Basically, it will speak however you've trained it. So for example, if I had trained it to read that as Dr. Games, then it would play it back as Dr. Games. So it's depending on the vocabulary that you've put into it. I give this a 3 out of 5 though, and you'll see that here. I give it 3 out of 5 because it actually does a pretty good job of parsing the words, etc. It's not going to let you differentiate between different voices and that type of thing as you can in ScriptVOX. But it's certainly better than Music Maker and SAPI because it tries to read it with a diction that sounds something like a real. Let's talk about the final one is Final Draft. Final Draft is not designed to be a text-to-speech engine, but it does have that as a kind of a cool thing that it does. And what you do in this particular one is you can Let's go up to assign voices. So it's it's for writing scripts. It's going to be in a script format. So everything underneath here, it has the character's name, and then all of this is the narrator. And if there were other people, other characters, you could assign them different voices. And the different actors, you could do a new one. You can use one of these. The only thing you can do, and as I probably stated already, Microsoft Anna is kind of the only one that works. So it's going to be the female-ish voice. You could make it lower or a little higher. You can change the speed. That's about it. But you can change who's saying what and how they sound. So the basic narrator voice, which kind of does most of the things, you can have it say very little, or you could have it say a lot. So if you didn't want to, for example, read all of these things in the script, you could leave all of the scenes and notations and shot information off, and it would just read the basic kinds of things. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. This and the final one, the only thing is I say 3 to 1 because at the most you're going to get an intelligible levels 3 to 1, and then you have to record this. So it doesn't render it like SAPI or Music Maker or ScriptVOX does. It actually has to be played all the way through. So that's a disadvantage of both Dragon and of Final Draft. But because you can control different people saying different things, so ScriptVOX, Dragon, Final Draft all get 3 out of 5, but for slightly different reasons. And that's about it. So I'll put these down in the comments. And I hope that you enjoyed this video presentation. And please think about supporting the channel and subscribing. Thank you very much and have a great day.